All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. CaptainShack here, and welcome to Patch Day, Space Engineers. Oh no, did I really just break my headphones? Oh man, my right ear just went out because I've had these for ages. Oh, I just kind of gave it a yank. It was tangled up on my chair. Oy. Well, it's about time I replaced these. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to good old Space Engineer Patch Day, Thursdays. Let me know how the audio is, make sure it's good. You can hear me okay, and you can hear the Space Engineers music in the background. More than likely. If you can't see the stream or have any issues, you may want to check out Hitbox. I'm also dual streaming over there. Bear in mind that I don't have the best internet connection. Sometimes we have a few laggy issues every once in a while. But anyways, let's get started. Now, Space Engineers. I know, right? I know, I broke my headphones. Like, I can hear them trying to cut it in and out. I think I got a bad wire. But, anywho, we're gonna load up a vanilla build map that I was messing around with yesterday. I know, rest in peace, headphones. Streams just blow it up with the poor headphones. Oof. I've had them for a long time, too. That's okay. That's all right. They've lasted. They've served me well. Today, we're gonna load up a vanilla build map design server thing that I've got going on, and we're all really hyped, I think, for Space Engineers. X3 sounds, ooh, somebody says you should download the X3 soundtrack mod today, and I wonder how big that mod is. I didn't think about it. I would have done it before the stream started. Let's go to the workshop real quick, see what's on the front page. Maybe we should do this, because I'm doing this every Thursday. We're streaming with Space Engineers. Maybe we should jump onto the front page of the mod base, and the mod page for workshop, and see what's new, see what's out, kind of as a group take a look at it. Now, I've seen the rover cockpit. I actually saw Aaron's design for his crazy train thing that he built over on Last Stand Gamer, and I dig this cockpit a lot. I mean, he didn't mention who made it, who made it? I recognize that symbol. This is, yeah, Darth Biomech's build. It's kind of cool. I really dig that. It's got that, like hanging truck design, and it's very open on the inside. Very neat. A little strange though is the gigantic connector on the top, meaning if you do want to connect something to the top of this thing, it's gonna have this weird like gigantic bump on the top. Maybe it's just me. For me, I would rather just have more of these, but I guess it is what it is. It's all good. Like look at the view you get from this thing though. It's so cool. All right, anywho, I came here for a reason. We're gonna look at what else is on the front page. I did look at this ship, pretty badass, all vanilla. Looks like something kind of out of Halo, the way the armor plating is set up. And now we've got fighter cockpit LCD modules, meaning, oh man, this is really cool. And I hope he keeps doing this. Let's open it up. Meaning that these LCDs actually work, and will show you the information. You know, if you got those scripts installed, show you the information about your ship inside the cockpit. And it was something that I know Morph was talking about. We want cockpits where it actually works. Like all the screens work and do something, because right now they're just, well, fancy textures that look cool, have no real use. And that is something. Now, if they wanted to get crazy, I'd love to see, and I always come up with what I'd love to see, but I'd love to see Space Engineers work in some type of like mini web browser where you could load up YouTube videos so you could watch them inside your cockpit while you're flying around. Just saying, as a YouTuber, that would be pretty sweet. Anywho, let's... That's right, I want people to be able to see my videos. I would do so many in-universe videos if that was the case. I want them to do the same thing for Star Citizen, where you can actually watch videos in your ship in the universe. Because then I would do so many that would be in the universe, like RP-esque videos that you could totally chill and watch in this immersive environment. I think it'd be pretty neat. Anywho, what else we got? Whoa, these are new. SECOM vanilla block retextures. Oh, these are retextures for the cockpits. That's cool. All right, not bad. You know, if you want to change it up and not have that blue stuff. I dig the green. I dig the green. This reminds me of the Aliens. If you ever remember Alien 1, when they have the computers all starting up, and they're all like analog and really old and shitty, and they're in space. Pretty badass. Anywho, let's, oh, wait. There was one more we didn't take a look at, and then we were gonna look at the X mod real quick. I'm worried about downloading the X soundtrack. Ooh, oh my. There's a new hatch. I love round hatches. Oh, you don't say. Who made this one? Didn't he also make the other really big hatch that everybody loves? He made the holographic table. That's why I know this guy's name. Herrig? Interesting. Yeah, he made the holographic table, which is freaking cool. You can load up your table, and then with another script that goes kind of along with this table, you can shrink down your holograms of your large builds and make them small. And you get like, well here, there's a great example of it right here. Let's pull it up. You get that. See how he's got his ship there? Or station or whatever you blueprinted? You can load it up in there. It looks really neat. But we're gonna be playing, the patch isn't out yet, unless it is. You guys gotta let me know. The second the patch is out, we're gonna restart Space Engineers, and we're gonna jump into the patch. I don't know what's coming out today. Will there be planets? God, I hope there'll be planets, but we don't know. So I'll be streaming up until the patch comes out, and then we'll check out what comes in the patch. But you know what? Well, I need to pull that up on my second screen. Every once in a while, you guys gotta remind me to refresh it. Or at the very least, let me know the second the patch comes out. I wanna see it. The one time I will endorse spamming the shit out of the chat will be when patch comes out. If there are planets, I want to see Planet Hype like crazy, but not until. So let me know. All right, let's look for the X3 soundtrack. Because if you didn't know, X3 is, well, a lot of people don't even know what X3 is. I should probably explain that. X3 is a space, what is it? How do you describe it? It's a space sim, gigantic sandbox. It's a different game that the X series has been around for over a decade. They've been around a long time. X3 Albion Prelude was the last, I hate to say it, but the last good one they made. They made one called Rebirth that was really bad. No, this isn't mods. What am I doing? Soundtrack. Maybe I should just look up the word soundtrack. And anyway, so X3 Albion played a really cool game. You could build an empire with stations, with battleships. We are gonna see the Acclamator on the thumbnail a little bit later, guys. It's coming soon. But you could build space stations and shipyards, and you could go, you could make this gigantic empire of like trading. There it is, soundtrack mod. Will it play it though? Because I don't want to have to put it in a sound block. I want to just be able to play it. A replacer for the 50 default SE sound. Unreplaced default track should be switched off. Will this just work is my question. I don't know if this will just work. But it's a great sandbox. It's actually really cheap on Steam, but it's super complex and hard to use and has some major bugs. But it is fun. I kind of want to try this, I kind of don't. I will subscribe to it. We'll get a little dangerous here. We'll try something new. I don't know if this will just work or not, so we're gonna give it a go. But we'll let it go in the background or something, I guess. I don't know if it'll just download it. Let's load up the map. Very complex game though, and there's a lot of mods for it. I'm actually working with a guy who's doing a Star Wars mod for it. I'm gonna do some videos on it, but we're not quite to the point yet where we can really show too much. He's doing all the heavy lifting, like he's the main developer. I'm just over here, gonna make videos for it, gonna help promote it. I even helped get him a copy of the newest version of the game instead of the Terran Conflict, which was the last one. Let's load up that Acclamator map. We'll take a look at it. The X soundtrack works right away, so no sound block needed. Do I have to load it into the map? I assume I have to load it into the map, so I'm gonna have to back out. I like patches, says Jacob. Indeed. Or did it just work? I don't play with the soundtrack of X3 on, so I may not immediately recognize it. But there's our little Acclamator. Now, the Acclamator that you're seeing is my kind of mini version. This is my planetary landing ship. All right, that's why I made it small. I put the yellow ship next to it as a scale. Now this ship isn't done. We're gonna work on it a little bit because it's not even close to being done. There's the yellow starter ship. So everybody knows what that looks like, and everybody knows the scale. And then here's my Acclamator. I swear, I know I'm gonna get the comments, Shack, that Acclamator is not to scale. It had 10,000 clone troopers on board and da-da-da-da. Well, I made this to be in scale with the Star Destroyers that we already have. You know what? Why not, instead of talk about it, let's show it. Let us see these Star Destroyers that you speak of. The might of the Empire. Where the hell? There's a certain Star Destroyer, and I don't know if it's this one. If I paste in the wrong Star Destroyer, my game may have a hernia. Because there's one that's close to scale, and it will flip out my game because it's so large. It's the cute Acclamator. But the reason, one, sim speed issues, we want to keep it small. Also, I prefer having multiple ships instead of just one gigantic one. So the idea of having like a fleet versus one giant acclamator and still have good FPS is more interesting to me than just having one big acclamator that may break the server because it's so large. But if this is the right Star Destroyer, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna paste it in real quick. This is creative mode. This is the basics sound music, yeah, because I probably have to activate the mod more than likely. Which we can drop out and drop back in a minute. But I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more to scale to this one, because this right here is my favorite Star Destroyer. It's like the nice mix between not huge, yet still detailed. And it has multiple decks, it's got large reactors, it's got nice firepower. So there you go. That's kind of the scale I was more or less operating off of. And I still had to go, I think, a little bit too large based on that Star Destroyer, but it works for me. It works for me. Now, the whole point of me building this Acclamator, me and Morphologist built this last night. He did all the bits that actually look good, and anything that looks ugly is probably done by me. So there you go. It's a little chubby, I'll admit. It's a little fat on the bottom, but I actually have a model of the Acclamator sitting in front of me right now. And the Acclamator is a little chubby on the bottom. And the reason being we had to make it a little bit chubbier than I wanted is because you needed space, because this is a planetary landing vehicle, right? This is what they were used for in the Clone Wars, to transport ground troops onto planets that they were invading. Now, I'm using a new version of Morphologist's truck, I guess, space truck. That he was nice enough to make it vanilla for me. His other one was really modded, so he made it vanilla for me. He painted it up in some rebel colors. This is my Republic Acclamator. Actually, wow, that Star Destroyer's in the background, and 2 more Acclamators are here. And I'll show you guys the stats. I'm getting 42 frames a second right now, 1.0 sim speed. Actually slowed down when I pulled up the menu here, so that's not bad. With a bunch of asteroids in the background, like a ton of asteroids in the background real close to me, so cool. Can't wait to try this on a planet. I thought you were gonna talk about planets during this stream. I want to talk about planets in this stream, and we're just waiting for planets to hopefully come out today. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it might happen. So we're waiting for the patch. And the patches come out anywhere between 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it seems like around 6 is the latest I've seen them come out. So in the next 3 hours, we'll probably see the patch. Yay, a fleet of acclamators, indeed. So she's got the landing bays. She's also got, and I'm thinking I might change this, but for right now, she's got a landing strut right here on a piston that'll come down when we go to land. So it'll come out. And then what we have to add to this while we're building is I gotta add a couple of landing gear in the back. So we gotta prep this for the possibility that planets may come out today. White Wolf Republic is saying he's going to build a carrier that can carry a battalion of 660 men. That is a lot of people, and I don't know if the game could handle that. Not that many people, that many chairs. Just the chairs, floating in space by itself. Maybe. That would be something to test. Until this site has a posting, the patch doesn't go live. Yeah, either we'll have a patch on the website, and normally they do it right away. They put out a YouTube video over on the Space Engineers YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, I highly recommend that you subscribe to the Space Engineers channel if you want to keep up with the patches. Definitely. So this is my vanilla design world. There are no maps in this. Oh, you know what? Let's back out real quick. We'll leave the Star Destroyer there. I'm all right with that. And let's see if we can install the X3 music in that mod. So, exit to menu. Would you like to save changes before quitting? Well, I just did that, but let's do it again. Indeed. Indubitably, my good man. All right, we have the vanilla design map. We're gonna edit settings. We're gonna go to mods, and we're gonna add in one mod. Now I'm curious, has anybody had any issues with installing skyboxes and losing the sun? I had the sun actually disappear on me during 2 skyboxes I was testing out the other day, and that's kind of sad. There it is. Boom, X3 soundtrack mod. Let's give it a go. Real excited about this Star Wars mod that we're working on for this particular title. Already has Star Destroyer and a bunch of TIE fighters. He put in a Y-wing. We were just talking back and forth about putting in. Hopefully, he's going to put in the long probe Y-wing, the one that you can do scans with. And that game actually has the game mechanics to support all this stuff. So you actually have upgrades for ships like duplex scanners and stuff that allow you to scan farther out. It's pretty neat. So if you're looking for a really hardcore space sim, oh, there we go. Listen to the music. Oh, that's sweet. Very cool, very cool. They've also I've been talking a lot about X3, which is weird because we're playing Space Engineers, but they've also announced that there's a new X3 title coming out. They're working on, which is great because Rebirth was really, really bad. So hopefully they've learned from their mistakes. There's a couple of X3 songs that I really hope they play. Songs were based on the area you were in. So why no face cam? I'm not using a face cam because, well, basically I don't want any more stuff running on my computer. I also look like a hobo currently. I woke up, I started getting on my computer and playing video games, and yes, so Hobo Shack is fully engaged. All right, well, since we're prepping for planets, waiting for the patch to come out, that is hopefully planets, let's go ahead. Should we leave the Star Destroyer back there? Yeah, let's leave the Star Destroyer back there. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear installed. There's a few other things that we need to install on this. It's not piped yet, and that needs to be a thing. But let's go ahead and get landing gear. Now, the problem with the landing gear is this, what do you call this on the back of the Acclamator? The dongle? Like this thing sticking out, the rudder? Is this the space rudder? Anyways, we decided this is actually a thing that's on the Acclamator to fill this, I believe, unless he took it out. Nope, it's still there. Cool. I was worried Morph may have deleted it. We put an antenna in there, so that's our communications, like, section. All armored up and whatnot. Morphologist actually made the engines on this, which is pretty fantastic. I made the ramps, the entrance sides, and then the basic shape of the Acclamator I built up. And then he did the cockpit, and actually made it look a lot better, because I used to have this cockpit a lot higher, and it made it look really goofy. Really goofy. Indeed. All right, so we gotta get some... We gotta get some landing gear on here, so let's see what we got. Landing gear, I think I already have them equipped. Now, the idea for, I think what I'm gonna do with this, and it's not canon, but we're gonna roll with it, is it's gonna land on its belly, right? It's gonna basically get flush with the bottom of this thing, and then that'll allow the ships, or the vehicles, to drive out the back. And what I want to do is put a shuttle or something on the other side of this. Yes, Space Engineer's birthday is tomorrow. I guess they're doing a stream. The devs are doing a stream for it. Where is the hyperdrive in this? Hyperdrive is actually built into the back section. So let me take you on a wonderful tour. All right, let's go inside here. A lot of the interior was designed by... Those wheels are just moving on their own. Oh, I can bump them and stop them. You stop. All right, so let's go in here. Let's go ahead and shut the bay door, and I will show you guys around a little bit. It's not finished yet, but you're wondering where the hyperdrive is. Well, if we go back here, you'll find our reactors. Oh, I love that music. It's so old school. Where was the hyperdrive? Oh, the hyperdrive's built into the roof, actually. It's armored up and it's built inside the roof up top, so we'll go up top. I think in here was a grav generator, wasn't it? Yeah, the grav generator's back there, and then the 2 reactor hallways. Now if we go up here, this is something we built all of last night. So this was from 0 to this in a few hours last night, which was impressive. It normally takes me forever. Got our med bay, pretty simple. I mean, ship isn't that big, so we gotta really squeeze stuff in. There's our hyperdrive, taking up the majority of the forward bow, and then there's our landing gear bit right there. So, kind of cool. I dig it. You can get in here, you can do your repairs. It's an Acclamator, so, you know, keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Oh, and if we go up this ramp, doopy-doopy-doopy-doop, doopy-doopy-doop. I love this music so much. There's a lot of nostalgia with this music. Floating around in the X universe, trying to figure out where I'm gonna make some money and build up my empire, fight the bad guys whose names shall not be named. What do we got? Oh, yeah, defensive. Why did he put a defensive turret in here? I guess in case anybody tries to get cheeky. Is that a window? That is a window. That's adorable. We have windows going up the... Oh, that's cool. Going up into the bridge. And then the bridge is here, which... Why don't we... What happened to my cockpit? Morph! What did you do? Gah! I turned my back for 2 seconds and you removed the bridge. There you go. There she is. Not too shabby. Really looking forward to landing this on a planet. It's gonna be interesting to put the new engines, because if you didn't know, on planets, the word is, and if you look at the last patch, not the last patch, but the patch before it, the planetary engines are a thing now. You need atmospheric thrusters on your ships if you're gonna wanna be able to fly in the atmosphere of a planet. So this ship is gonna have to be overhauled again once we get Planet Patch out, if it comes out today or whenever it does come out, to make it atmospheric worthy. So, yep. Oh, and if you're wondering why this truck has thrusters on the sides, that thing, the landing gear, doesn't come down low enough to lock on, so I had to give it thrusters so I could bounce it up so the auto lock would grab it and hold it into place. That way when we're flying around, the truck doesn't go flying off in here and get bumped all over the place. So, if you're curious, that's why there are thrusters on the side. So, yeah, not bad. These hallways, by the way, I love this idea. This was Morph's idea. Those are and I will show you the block real quick. Those are this. Let's turn off mirroring. Those are these, right? But then he tore them down. He tore them down so you can see through them, which make this really cool, like, catwalk effect that you can see through. I just think it's really neat. So let's just, boop, get rid of you. Still need a shuttle in here, too. It's a Mako. Well, yeah, it's a space truck. I tried to build a Mako once. It's terrible. Is that really the patch video? Shadowcast, is that confirmed? Oh, you're probably talking about the patch video that I mentioned. But I gotta check it anyways. No, okay, patch is not out yet. We should see it pop up in the UI, the Steam overlay, so. Why didn't I put the gear under the vehicle? So that's a good question, and it was an idea that I had, and here's why. I'll open up the port. Because there isn't enough ship down there to put the gear below it. Basically, like look, it's one block, and then if I come out here, doop boop, open space. So that's the thing. Unless I wanted to give it two like bumps, two little I don't know, armored bumps that'll cover up the landing gear, the landing gear would stick out the bottom. So. If you're wondering what music I use during the stream, people love to ask this question. What music do you use on the breaks? If you look at the last video that I did for a stream, I put them in there because I don't honestly off the top of my head remember the name of the songs themselves because they're really weird names. I knew one is called Crusader, which if you try to Google that, you'll never find it. But then I have the name of the guy who made it. It's all on Pandemic. So. Kind of relying on shields then, Shack? Because of the one layer of armor? Yeah, basically you're relying on shields. The idea was that since this ship, I mean, if you think about it, everything that's really important in this ship, minus the landing bay, is within a couple blocks of armor, or it's got spacing, so it's kind of got spaced armor. Except for the cockpit, which is completely and utterly exposed because it's a Star Wars ship, and that's kind of what they do. Sorta. Sorta, kinda. Intensify forward firepower. It's too late! And then an A-Wing crashes in and kills your command crew, which is exactly what happened in the movies. Totally lore-friendly, if not a little ridiculous. But it is what it is. Let's get the landing gear installed. Oh, thank you guys for keeping an eye on the holy sweet baby space Jesus. We have 700 viewers watching. I looked over at my other screen. I'm reading, the comments and whatnot. I did not expect that. All right, landing gear. Let's do this. I'm sorry, Morph, but I'm gonna have to wreck your beautifully designed engines to make this work, I think. Not really wreck them, just tweak them greatly. I want the thing to be flush, but I still want to be able to lock the ship down. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna remove this block out of the engines, this block out of the engines. Let's grab the same color. Actually, let's go even higher. We're gonna grab this block too. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. Because it needs to be 2, right? How deep are engines? 2? Oh, I need to pipe those still too. Damn. Blast. Actually, no, what I can do is... Let's grab a conveyor. I'm so excited to land this ship on a planet. Try not to get hyped. It's not working. I'm gonna get hyped because if planets come out today, I'm landing an Acclamator on an effing planet, or I'm gonna try. And if it doesn't work, then we're gonna crash a Star Destroyer into a planet. That's another thing we have to do today if planets come out. I have goals. I have gold. Crash into a planet with a Star Destroyer and an Acclamator. While hopefully actually landing the Acclamator. Damn it, I don't have this on mirror mode because I always forget. Turn it back on. There we go. We're back online. All right, let's do it from this side. So delete. Looks like this is 3 long, so delete. 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 And delete. Delete. We're gonna do a conveyor here. There we go. And then armor block, armor block.
You know what's going on?
And hopefully you should be able to actually see under here too well. And then 2 landing gear to lock her down. So does that really break up the lines of the ship? No, it doesn't at all, actually. You can't even tell. And yet I still have a nice platform to put the ship down on if I'm very careful about landing. Now, I know in the actual Acclamator it should have deployable gear. So there's going to be 1 gear in the front, too. But it's just not going to work with this, I don't think. Basically because the ramp system isn't going to work without some serious mods. I'll probably do a modded version of this, which will be far more functional. But right now, vanilla Acclamator landing. That's the plan. I think it still looks good. Thanks, Bob. Crash a Star Destroyer into an Acclamator over a planet, bringing both of them down. That might be a thing. Stress testing planets. I'm down with this plan. Oh, one thing we need. One thing that we definitely need is... we need to set up the forward. Yeah, let's do that. We need to set up the forward, and we're going to come up here. We're going to flip upside down. This has got to come out. Now, I had 2 thoughts about this. One, taking the landing gear actually out of where it is and burying it somewhere in here, actually. That way, I could free this forward section up to be some type of... maybe a lat could go in there, or some type of shuttlecraft. Oh, that's our gravity generator. Fantastic. I just made it float away. So it's, what, 3 wide for landing gear? If I buried a landing gear in here, it's going to be inside the hull of the ship where we walk around, though, isn't it? If I walk up in here, let's look. I'm a little backwards in how I design ships, I think. I go for the shape first, and then I try to make everything work inside it, and so I get chaos like this. Probably not the best planning, I'll admit. What I could do... Oh, these are all those engines sticking out the bottom. Damn. I could take out 1 row to still allow that to walk through and still seal it. Let's see. Bloop. And then we could make a shuttle, because I really would like some type of atmospheric craft on board. So if we were to do that... She's no longer airtight right now, by the way. That's also something we're missing. We don't have any oxygen generators, so... A LAT is a... Oh God, what's the acronym stand for? It's like a low altitude assault transport, isn't that it? It's the transport. It's basically their version of a helicopter. Because I was gonna have this be a deployable landing gear, but it seems like I'm taking up a lot of space to bring down a landing gear 1 block. Like this whole forward section is just so this landing gear will come down 1 block instead of being like where it is right now, kind of hidden inside the forward section there, which that doesn't actually look half bad. I mean, if you're really looking for it, you can see that little foot sticking out. Low altitude assault transport. Yay, somebody got it for me. Look at the chat, you got $120. Wait, what? Oh, because it doesn't play the song to me, it only plays it to you guys. Holy crap. Who sent me that? Shadow Silly. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, okay, so I'm going to have to set up another audio. If you guys have just started watching my streams, I got a audio mixing board, and I'm still figuring out the best way to set it up, and I just set up the tipping system 20 minutes before the stream started. So, that's... Oh, well, thank you. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Thank you so much, Shadow Lily, for donating $120 to the stream. That's fantastic. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Keeping us going here on the XP Gamers. I do appreciate that. Definitely. And thank you, stream, for letting me know. Okay. Do it. Just do it. Now, if you guys would let me know, especially you guys in Hitbox, let me know if you see another donation like that, because if there was supposed to be an audio cue, I didn't hear the audio cue, and I don't think I will the way my audio system is set up right now, since everything has changed. So I need you guys to let me know. $120, man. You guys blow me away with your generosity, and I really do appreciate that. Okay, what were we doing? We had landing gear. I've got the hyperdrive on here. We were emptying out that forward shuttle bay to have some type of aviation system. Patch is up, patch is up, patch has not happened yet. Okay, I don't think the patch is up, but I'm gonna check. Negative on the patch. Unless they just haven't released the video yet. What can we fit in here? I mean, it's not a big, it's a 3x3. We're gonna get rid of this thing, get rid of that thing. I actually kind of like that. I'm trying to think of what ship that I have that might fit in here because it's such a small, tight space. Like, I'll show you guys what's up. So this is the other side of those windows, and I'm thinking this would be a great little hangar bay. Make a drop pod, an escape pod. I mean, an escape pod would work. I don't know how useful that would be other than, you know, Doom. So I'm relying on my subscribers over on Hitbox to let me know when the stream comes out. So you guys can keep trolling me with the whole it's out when it's not really. And it won't make a difference. Now, let's see. Drop pod check, please. How would I do a drop pod in here to make it work, though? How would I want to do this? Now, lat won't fit in here. I actually have a couple from the workshop that people have made. I'll show you guys. And I doubt here's the light version of the lat, which this one could actually use a lot of work. I was thinking about just rebuilding this one. But let's go ahead and there you go. Low altitude assault transport. Which you could tell, a 6x6, it will not fit inside. I mean, I don't think so. I probably cut off the bottom too, just to make it a like a cargo transport. Yeah, like look at that. It's about. It would need at least a 4x4, if not more, to fit inside. Even more than that, actually. It would need a 5x something. So, a full-size lat isn't going to work as much as that would fit the theme that we were going for. Unless there's a way I can cut the scale of one of these down, build it myself. And what do you guys think? It might be possible to make a atmospheric flight vehicle to move supplies and people around once we get onto a planet's surface. That has the general shape of a lat, and if you guys don't know what a lat is, if you're not like a big Clone Wars fan, it's basically those transports from Star Wars they use in the Clone Wars to move stuff around, and just to keep with the thing of the Acclamator. I don't think it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. What about, oh, you know what? I know. Oh no, I'm gonna piss some people off with this one. XPG Fleet, these are the ships that I've built. What about, I said shuttlecraft, right? Let me put it in the sunlight so you guys can see. How about a legitimate shuttlecraft? This is a fully fleshed out Type 6 shuttlecraft. It has a single Gatling gun in the front, maneuvering jets all around the sides, and this actual nacelle. The reason I went with a nacelle design and made a Type 6 was because I thought this would be very upgradable for atmosphere. I don't think a Skyhopper would fit. Skyhopper's even taller. Oh man, but look, here's why I love this thing. I can customize the interior for whatever we want. She's got space for 6 infantry, 6 of my crew members, the diplomatic party that's going somewhere. She's also got plenty of cargo space for individuals to drop their stuff into. Or we could pull out all the chairs and fill it with medium cargo containers. And this thing could do what a shuttle does best. And, well, shuttle things. And I bet it'll fit in a 3x3. A TIE fighter. I have a TIE fighter, but I don't think it'll fit in there. Shack, something about a planetary defense base. Oh my goodness. Like I said, if you guys want to read a chat that isn't chaos, I recommend you go to Hitbox. We have multiple people there to, well, kick people on their ass if they're spamming. So, Make a drone lat. A drone lat? That's not a terrible idea, actually. I mean, it would fit because we could get rid of the cockpits. Because this space is so small. Like, if you get the scale of it, I might not even be able to fit a Type 6. And Type 6 is about as small as you can get with a shuttlecraft that's still usable. And oh, it doesn't fit. All right, a shuttlecraft with legitimate storage space is not possible. Not possible at all. We're gonna have to go with something else. Wow, I really thought you were smaller than that, but I guess it's all scale once you put it up into it. Shack, you just think about what you tried to do. It's blasphemy. Oh, I was supposed to throw a little Star Trek into my Star Wars. That's all I'm saying. All right. And people say there's no design and engineering when you're trying to build off of something that already exists, like a Star Wars ship. It's actually really hard. It's harder than you think, especially when you're dealing with these kind of blocks. All right, so let's do... One of the A-Wings would probably fit, but I don't have a vanilla A-Wing. I'm on a real vanilla kick, if you didn't notice. I have an AT-ST from Perfect. Perfect built that one. He let me copy it. Not gonna work in this instance, though, so we might have to go with something... What about my old... This is a ship that I built a long time ago. If you guys remember my mining colony ship video with the old Rusty builds, like the old Rusty mods, this almost fits. This is like the original version of the Huggy Bear. If I cut down one of the cargo containers, we can actually put a mining ship in there. That could be kind of neat, but she's not really a mining ship. She's supposed to be like drop down and drop supplies, and then maybe you build a mining ship out of those supplies on the base that you've set up. Henry would fit. Henry would fit. What about a Raptor from BSG? That would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? This coming from the guy who tried to put a Star Trek type shuttle. Oh, here we go. How about one of my speeders? Oh, yes. Let's do this. Let's get dangerous. This is gonna fit, right? This is gonna fit? This isn't gonna fit. Oh, come on then. Come off it. Wow, nothing fits in it. It almost fits. The wings are just slightly too much. Oh, don't I have that one that I built for? Damn, I don't remember what I called it. Yeah. Here we go. The one that I built for a smaller ship. This one was in my original exploration ship. It was super small, the exploration ship, because I've always built my large ships, well, very tiny. And, oh, it fit in that ship, it fits in this ship. There you go, guys. Look at that. Let's see, bring her online. She's got her new maneuvering jets. I think this is the one. Oh, no. This is one that I built for something else, and, oh, I didn't build this one. This was somebody else's, no. I don't, what happened to my other one? I had a small one. Maybe it's just called small ship. Got a lot of subscribed stuff. I love looking at people's builds. So I've got a lot of subscribed mods here, but nothing in the scale. Other than maybe an old TIE Fighter might fit. I mean, let's go see TIE Fighter. It's really wonky, though. I was hoping to keep it Republic, you know? But yeah, captured TIE Fighter. Where's my vanilla TIE? Vanilla TIE. Shack's TIE Fighter. Here he is. Oh, yeah, that was a modded one. That's not gonna work. Oh, here's another ship I can't wait to try out for landing on a planet. This was my first planetary lander when they announced planets. I built this guy. She's got, this was back when connectors were the only way to get stuff to connect to a ship and not fly off. Yeah, I built these suckers on here. So. Put the snow speeder cockpit at 90 degrees. Shack, your V-Wing. I don't think your V-Wing's gonna fit, man. I don't think any of the V-Wings will fit in here. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't think I have your V-Wing on the list right now. I don't. You know what? When in doubt, let's go to the workshop. And see what we've got here. Patch out yet? Come on, patch. Star Wars builds. What do we have? What should go in the front of an Acclamator that's very small? Drop pod. See, a drop pod would be something where we need the planet so we could test how it would work. I mean, we could kind of come up with one. Like, how would you build a drop pod? Well, it'd probably be, let's try it. I'm gonna try to build a drop pod. Because this is an idea that I actually talked about with Wasted Space. I wanted to build a Space Marine-esque drop pod. The problem, though, was I could not, for the life of me, figure out a good way of doing it. And then without planets, I couldn't really test it. But let's see. If you're gonna drop... It's not reusable, though. How do you justify having a drop pod if you can't reuse the thing? Take off the weapons. So I'm debating on playing shuttle, drop pod, cargo container. Detachable cargo container could be cool. You just like drop it on the planet's surface and fly away. Nah, that's not gonna work. A Star Wars tank, an AT-AT. Oh man, you guys gotta go think small. Look, all we got is this space right here. This is what we have. The escape pod from Serenity. The little weird beetle-looking things. The Chaos drop pod, or the Space Marine drop pod, don't look very similar. Build a Death Star. When a planet appears, you can just blow it up. I love your plan. All right, we finally got planets. What do you want to do with it? He wants to blow it up. He wants to just destroy it. Some men just want to see the world burn. I really like the Snowspeeder. I'm sorry, guys. We're going back to the Snowspeeder plan. This time, though, we're going to take the small one, and we're going to redesign this to fit in there. This is going to be like our scout. And then what we can do is, hear me out on this one, right? When we land, it's super skinny, right? So I might be able, even when it's landed, because look at how much space we're going to have. We're going to have one block of space. We might be able to get it to leave, to drop down, and then fly out. And we'll put underneath it the atmospheric thrusters, making it an actual speeder, a hovercraft. It can only go so high, and if it gets up into space, it'll lose its thrust, it'll come back down. I think that would be really, really cool, making it like a skimmer, like it's supposed to be. To the dismay of everybody who tried one of these out in Battlefront and hated it. Who was it? I think it was it Rui that was saying they're absolutely useless, and I kept trying to defend the Snowspeeder. I was like, no, they're good. You just gotta know what you're doing with them. All right, enough of this pointing into the ship stuff. What are you doing? What is happening here? And maybe we can work out some type of turret, because there's supposed to be a turret on the back. Or our tow cable. So what do we need? We need braking thrusters. We have no braking thrusters, which we could hide in here. And we're gonna have to redo this once planets come out with the new thrusters, if they come out today. I do keep saying if they come out today because we don't know. I'm actually gonna put these like in here, I think. So we've got upward facing thrusters, we've got braking thrusters, we've got forward thrusters, 2 sets of forward thrusters. We're gonna keep it small and light, and now we need maneuvering jets side to side, which we do not have, and I think we can get away with putting those like right. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we'll put them right here, but first let's put our braking thruster, or our upward thrusters. Can I sink that in any more than just sticking out? I'd really rather not have it. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. We got our upward thrusters, and now maneuvering jets, which we can stick here on both sides. Sweet. I actually think that'll work. Now, what's up with the reactors? How did I pipe this before? It's not piped well at all. There's just reactors everywhere. What is happening in this build? This is terrible. All right, reactors, all the reactors, come with me. You're terrible. You've done bad. She doesn't have oxygen, but she's short range, so she's not gonna have an oxygen system on board. You're gonna have to take tanks with you with it, but I think that's okay with this concept, because the whole idea with this thing, is that thruster facing up? No, bad thruster. The whole idea with this build is, how deep is that one block? Is that we're going to have the main ship as a support, and this is just to kind of scout the planet that we've landed on. Conveyors. Let me check this stream chat real quick. Hey guys. Oh yeah, don't worry. I know for sure the update is not out. And you guys will let me know over on Hitbox if it is or not, and I do appreciate that. This build is not up to snuff. This build is pathetic, and we shall fix it. Actually, it's not bad, but it was built back when thrusters had no damage, I think. So let's do, we need a conveyor. We need a small conveyor. Small conveyor. We're doing quad core reactors in the middle. So there's our power source. We've got some gyroscopes. And I think this is gonna have to be redesigned one more time once planets come out, because then we'll actually have... Oh shit, are pirates on? It says raid in progress. Oh no, it's not heading toward us though. Let's switch over to spectator camera. And, oh, well yeah, that's right, this was here earlier. Cool, so we have pirates nearby. That's kind of scary and a little fun. Maybe we should bring the Acclamator over and smack them around. First, let's test our ship and equip our weapons. Weapons and tools. Good thrust. Good thrust, good thrust. Pretty maneuverable. Now imagine if we had gravity constantly pulling on this thing and then we had thrusters on the bottom keeping us afloat. So it actually like skimmed the surface of a planet. Oh, I hope the first planet we find is an ice one. And we're not ripping ourselves apart, right? No more of those hidden thrusters? Nope. Okay, all we need now is a turret, and we need to make sure she fits. Oh, and we gotta figure out a way to attach it. Well, we could just do landing gear on the small ship that lock onto the large one. Oh, how cool is it gonna be, right? We go to board this. All right, let's turn that off. We got good visibility. Make sure we're very close to the front. We're good. Oh, we're up. Look at that. And then we land, and she's smaller than one block, so she'll land, and we'll just skim really close to that and fly off to explore the planet's surface after we landed. Dun 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 dun. Making our way around the AT-AT. Fire the tow cable. Nice. See, that transport's too big. Because the ship that would have to carry that transport would have to be monstrously large. Doable. I mean, the game is handling large ships a lot better, but the more you put on there, the less stable it gets. Womp, 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 womp. Still need some stuff. Get out of here, bits and pieces of extra parts. So we need a way of latching this to the surface. Now, I have a couple of ideas, but my immediate idea is just landing gear on the small ship. Where's my landing gear? There they are. 8. Why is your cockpit field of view so incredibly low? You know, good question. Why am I like slamming my chest up against the front of this cockpit? Is that something we could change in the options? It is, but I'd have to turn my field of view up to like 90. Oh, now everything's all fish-eyed, and I can't deal with that. Ugh. No way. Display. What's a nice center ground? Maybe like 70? 70 good for field of view? It's something they did when they patched the cockpit and made it bigger. Field of view of 70. What do you guys think of that? Show of hands in the chat. Is 70 field of view look pretty good, or does it still make everything look goofy? Things still look a little stretchy to me. I don't know. Let me back away. 90 is too much for me. It blurred. It like, I don't know, everything looks very stretched out. Put the landing gear on top. It's still a little stretched. Don't care, Bluebell says. Thank you so much for your input. Show of hands. Lots of hands in the chat. I like what one person said. All right, seems like people are pretty good with 70. Some people want me to go back to 60. We'll try 70 for a bit, and if it works out, we can't keep using it. I like the idea of having landing gear on the top of the small ship. Maybe like, we're gonna have to put them something like, oh, what about between the cockpit? Oh, right, I put reactors in there. Well, and it kind of ruins the look if I do that. So let's not do that. How about just like hide a landing gear? There is no hiding a landing gear, I don't think. Put it in the back and totally block the other person's view. Put it on a mount back here. So something like, boom. Because it doesn't have to be in the middle. Boom. No, that's sticking out sideways. Like that. That's kind of where I was going to put the turret, though. It just needs to latch onto the top. And then we're going to drop it. Like, drop it down and fly off with it. Where do I want to put it? Because I don't think I want to put a turret on this. I don't think it'll work outright. Because the turret is monstrous. Look how large the turret is. For whatever reason, the turret is huge, so no, I don't think the turret's gonna work. Whoop, wasn't far enough forward. So we bring it up, we're bringing it up, we're bringing it up. Where's the roof? Is there no lock point for me now? Yeah, we're not attached to anything. Let's get out and see what we've got going on here. All I had to do was go up a little higher. And we have no good way of actually getting to the cockpit. We can rotate in here, though, so what we could do is do it this way. Get out real quick. Actually, bring her down a little. Get out real quick and finish off the roof here. Blocks. The proper color blocks. We can double armor up the top. The top so far is the heaviest armor on the Acclamator for me. And I'm all right with that. And then we can put a door right there, and that'll be like the boarding room. So up until we touch it, up until we smack it. All right, we're smacked. And lock, and get out. And I came out the bottom. Wow, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think I can get in that from the door. Because look at how it's straight up against it. Yeah. That's really weird. They need to make smaller, like a 1-block landing gear without mods. That would be nice. Or some type of magnetic block would be nice. Use the rotor trick with merge blocks. Shack like smacking it. Add the landing gear to the Acclamator. I don't think there's enough space above me to fit a landing gear into the Acclamator. Like, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, there's a landing gear right there. Landing gear are too tall. And if I carve into this, which is funny because we just took one, that's the roof. That red block right there is the roof. So if I remove that, it won't work. I mean, I could... These are so long. It's so god-awfully huge. Landing gear in there. But see the problem? Or maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's the solution. What if I do this, and I do... Get out of here. I'm trying to get rid of the window. Get rid of the window. Oh, why did the game freeze up like that? It's scary. We come up here. We could make this some type of ramp. Try to use mag locks. Well, that's what we're trying to do here. I make this like a ramp down, maybe? What the hell's going on with our gravity right now? Why am I crooked? Why am I crooked? What's happening? All right, jetpack off. If we do a ramp down and we seal this section off as an airlock, then this could actually be our way into the hangar room, I guess. May fix all my problems. You walk down this, and you'll have easy access to the roof of this, because it's super skinny. Going up, going up, going up, going up. You can see the landing gear above me. Bring it up, bring it up. Oh, look at that. Easy, easy access right there. Just pop that over here. And pop out. And boom, there you go. I just gotta lock it. I gotta lock it and I gotta put a panel on it. Lock it and put a panel on it. I'm debating on if I should bring this back one more and make this some type of like airlock system. Let's put a window here. Window will seal this. We don't actually need to see up there, so we'll keep that dark. And then let's do a rotated one here. So that's now sealed. I should still be able to walk out there. Goofy ass gravity. So you should be able to just walk down this and then inside. Yep, cool. Cool beans. Well, what if we seal this with, oh man, it just gets better and better. Ah, oh shit. What if we put, I have to do damage here. Yeah, let's put, it gets more and more complicated. Let's move this, remove this, 7. And let's do, oh shit, is your fat ass in the way? Can I not fit you? You're so close. Is it the thrusters? It's the thrusters, isn't it? You're so close to being able to get, we almost have doors, and we could seal it up with airlock doors. Almost. These only go out 2. Oh shit, they only got 2, I forgot. I don't have the modded ones installed. Oh, I've been spoiled by mods, guys. Seriously spoiled by mods. This patch is taking forever. This patch, all the patches take forever. Every time I do the Thursday stream, it seems the patch is never early. It's all right though. We'll hang out until it comes out. How are we doing on this landing ship though? We can go higher. We can go higher. I'm really falling in love with the idea of having doors down here. Like that'll lock in place. And I can put, it's gonna need 3 blocks. It's definitely gonna need 3 blocks. Trying to avoid using mods on this, at least in version 1.0 is gonna be modless. And those will shut up to 2 blocks, which will not seal this. And we can't do, can't do doors anywhere else. How can we do this? Because it needs to be able to spin around, and then it needs to be able to leave. I wish these came out 3, and I'm a little surprised they don't. I could do one going across, but that won't work because these are, yeah, these are angled blocks. It'll stick out like a sore thumb. Just flip the speeder over and use the connector. Flip the speeder over and use the connector. For the landing section, I actually really like the landing gear idea. We can actually get rid of this landing gear now. And then the speeder won't have to be upside down when we drop it out. Make them come in from the side. This is how designs go. So let's do, I don't think this bay is gonna work. We don't need it, we'll just leave it open. I'll leave it open. We'll make an airlock on the inside. She's actually looking pretty good as it is, and we've figured out a way to leave it in there. So we can just drop it now from here. We just have to make an airlock, and right now, whoa! Oh, we don't have any gravity in here because I took out the gravity block because that's where the thing is now installed. Right. Well, there's nothing here. Could put the grav gen right there. Grav gen. Whoop. Hey, look at that, I can stand up straight again. Now. Yeah, there's something up here that has gravity that I left. Let's make this an airlock. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do glass or steel airlock is actually the question. While keeping it open. Doors. Well, it's gonna be an atmospheric transport, so we're not gonna land it unless there is a planet below. So we can do that. And then open this. That opens up. God damn that gravity. That extra gravity. Talk about a squeeze here. Always got that 1 block problem where it's just a little too tight. Well, as long as we're on a planet, this whole section is shut too, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not shut. It's all lies. Well, that'll have to work for now. We'll figure it out later. But we do have now a shuttlecraft that can explore, though she does not have. Let's open that back up. This might be a mod. I may have to just mod it to get the other door in here. The flush door, you know? Move the ramp back 1. If I move it back 1, it will be... Bloop. Let's get rid of these. Come on, Patch, where are you? I want to see if planets come out. I want to know. Give in to the mod side. I got my coffee here. So let's do, this is extra parts, right? Yeah, these aren't needed. Oh, I took out the window, shit. Didn't mean to do that. And now I put it in backwards. Or I put it in the wrong one. Make the whole section an airlock using the hyperdrive as a wall. That would let you convert that area into a locker room. Oh, I see what you're saying. So like, I could wall off the whole section as like an airlock or room. Oh, what the hell? What happened to my block? So like, we'll just do internal block here, and then we do an interior block, maybe, or just a normal block up here. And then we could put a door. Right here, actually, would just work fine. Door here. A little weird that you can see through the crack, but maybe we'll put something on the other side to fix that. Actually move this one forward, and it would fix that problem altogether. Let's do that, and let's put the door, yep, on that block. So we're gonna do this, and then we shall do. Tell me this is mirror mode right now. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. I don't need no stinking mirror mode. Let's do dupe, and then dupe, and then dupe, dupe. Hey, look at that, you look sealed and fancy and stuff. And then you, and then, nope. Ha, 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 ha. Airlock, so you open this up, whole section's gonna be an airlock. And we could, yeah, like you were saying, we could put in, this is where you suit up to go out into whatever the mission is. I like this plan. I like this plan a lot. We could just do like this, across, and then do another door. Just to have an extra seal of protection. So when you come into this room, it's not airtight. It is not airtight when you're in here. And it's not supposed to be, because this is where you're getting all set up. And then, this actually makes really good sense, because then I could put something over here. I can actually make this. I can keep this room for something else, which I may do. And then I can come out here, and then this. Come out. Space Engineers patch just came out. Oh, hydrogen thrusters improved. Multiplayer improvements. I saw multiplayer improvements in that. All right, guys, we are going to patches out, patches out, patches out. Check out what the patch is. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm gonna actually pull the patch up. I'm going to play it. Last time it played really, really loudly, so I'm just gonna mute the music altogether. We are going to watch the video as, you know, all at once. So hold on 1 second. I'll pull it up on the stream. All right, guys, let's watch the patch and see what's what. There will be no sound for the actual video itself. There's the classic red ship. What do you got for us? New slide door, super conductive components, Pause it. Let's see. Updated battery behavior, updated small cockpit, hydrogen thruster, tanks and bottles, inertial dampener changes. So it doesn't look like planets came out in this patch. But we did get everything we need for planets. Now, they are doing a live stream tomorrow, Space Engineers. I'm going to go ahead and start playing it again. So, yeah. So maybe they'll do the planets tomorrow. But it looks like everything we need to get on the planets. Oh, look at those doors! Fancy doors? Check. Alright, so it features new improvements, fixes, requested features such as new slide doors that allow players to walk and fly through the door at any angle. I really do like those doors. Those are pretty neat. They like fold in. I didn't expect them to raise doors. Like, that's kind of a weird update for everything that's coming out. Old door. Is this just removing the old door? Because, yeah, the old doors are a pain in the ass, especially when, like, the issue I was having, that I'm working on right now. Gravity was pulling me in an angle, and I couldn't get through the damn thing. Now they're actually block-sized. Show off. I like those new doors. I like that a lot. I wonder if they'll replace... Yeah, they were not going to replace the old one, it looks like. So, they're going to replace mine, though. That's what I'm going to be using in here. Looking good. All right, what else you got? Additionally, we implemented the superconductor, a new component needed to in most of the valuable blocks, such as the jump drive, artificial mass, laser antenna, large reactor. Okay, so we need superconductor components. What is it to make those, I wonder? They're trying to get some type of progression into the game. We also adjusted the behavior of small and large batteries. Batteries can be charged and provide energy at the same time, so players can always have standby batteries that are charged if energy is available, but also give energy automatically when needed. Oh, neat. All right, so when a battery is not set to either recharge or discharge, it will allow both input and output, meaning recharge if there is enough power, I guess? When set to recharge, when set to discharge, it will only allow output. Okay. Wait a minute, what? I have to look at my other monitor, so I'm looking away from my microphone when I do this, and I apologize for that. Oh, okay. To balance the change of it having a 30% charge, so you can't just constantly build and recharge a, like, grind and then build up and grind and build up a battery so it has a 30% charge to keep you alive. It will actually destroy some of the components, it looks like, which is... that makes sense. Because it'd be really goofy, it's like, I'm just going to grind down this battery, and then weld it a little bit, and then everything's okay. They gave the small ship cockpit a conveyor in front of it. Alright. That'll make for some more interesting designs. This is what I'm excited for right here. We can start working on the hydrogen thrusters for the Acclamator for planetary landings. These are the, oh man, look at it. The planets look so good. Why they gotta be, they shouldn't be teasing us with planets. This is everything you need to prepare yourself for the planet release. I wonder if they're more powerful than normal thrusters, but burn more energy. Please bear in mind, this is the first iteration, but we decided to implement it to the game now as a small gift to you for the game's 2nd anniversary. Okay. I mean, isn't it, like, necessary for planets? Very cool, though. They have to... Yes! That is awesome. So I'm going to pause this real quick. Okay, so the hydrogen engines, right? The hydrogen engines, I was wondering about this, are actually more powerful than the ion ones that we have right now. So you actually have to pipe them. And I always wanted this. I wanted to have to actually run fuel to my engines, just to have one more thing that we have to worry about when we're engineering a new ship or a fighter. So if you want a really, really, really maneuverable fighter, and I'm assuming we're gonna have small versions of the hydrogen engines, or even the big ones, you're gonna have to pump the fuel to them. You're gonna have to find the fuel. You'll probably burn it a little faster, but they're gonna be even more powerful than the ion ones. And if you guys saw the A-Wing build that I did with those super powerful engines, the faster the ships are, the far more interesting to fly. I mean, and actually maneuver and dogfight in. So this could be really cool. All right, let's get back to the patch notes. Okay, so it's the oxygen generator that makes the hydrogen. It takes the hydrogen out of the ice. Does it do it automatically? Do we have to build tanks for it? So it works very similar to oxygen right now. You just have to have a hydrogen tank in the system and it'll start saving up the hydrogen. Oh, all right, read that. Custom fuels for modded engines. Don't dislike the devs vid because of planets. Don't do that. That is a real dick move. They've actually come out with a really good patch so far. Like, this is pretty impressive. We were all hoping and speculating we might get planets. That doesn't mean we're gonna get them. We were just excited for them. Actually, let me do some channel maintenance real quick. How about no? Because they just came up with some really cool stuff. Like this, planets are cool, but this adds a lot more depth into ship creation. I don't think people realize how much depth is going to add to this. I'm actually really excited to try these out, so we're going to have to restart the game in a second. First, let's finish this up, though. Modded engines with modded fuel. I wonder what we'll see. Hydrogen thrusters will be the most efficient way to leave the planet's atmosphere or to quickly accelerate in a fight, but need a large tank, fuel, and conveyor connections. They have to have the large system, though? Do we not have small ones for, like, fighter maneuvers? That engine kind of looks neat. You want to ride a rocket? There you go. Oh, look at that acceleration. Now, of course, it's the large engine and nothing else on it. But, like a bat out of hell. You also need to use hydrogen to power the jetpack? What? Oh, shit. Wow. Okay. Oh, that one blows me away. That was unexpected. The jetpack is crazy OP. It really is. So the fact that you actually have to fuel it now, and now you'll have a reason to design your ships so you can actually walk around in them. Like there's, instead of just jetpacking all over the place, you're gonna actually design around the idea of you're not gonna wanna burn fuel all the time with your jetpack. Okay, I can dig that. Wait, what? Oh, okay. The higher the gravity you're in, so if you're in a really dense planet, you've got a lot of gravity you have to deal with, you're gonna need more hydrogen. And if you're running, I don't know, your ship has 6 grav generators for whatever reason, and you got 6 times gravity, well, that could be an issue. And of course, the planetary teaser for this week. Oh, they look good. They're thinking about it. You can tell in this patch, and we're gonna talk about this in patchology later this week, I'm sure, but you can tell the devs are thinking about what are the gameplay mechanics gonna be when you're on a planet. Why be on a planet? Well, obviously, a great source of hydrogen and oxygen to supply your ship with. Oh, what is that skybox? That looks nice. That's multiple biomes, isn't it? Let's go back. Is that some desert there? Is that some green and some mountains? Wow. Okay, that's a hell of a jump from last week's, where every planet was like, this is the ice planet and this is the Skyrim planet. Well done, Keen. That looked pretty cool. Wait. Was that water? I don't see water. I see the atmospheric refraction of the light. I see the blue, but I don't see water. Pretty cool, though. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go to break mode. I'm going to keep talking, though, because we're going to patch the game up real quick, and then we're going to dick around with all the cool shit that the devs just added. Basically, we're going to mess around with the atmospheric thrusters, with the hydrogen system, all that good stuff in our Acclamator assault ship, planetary transport ship, and actually set this ship up for planetary landings. I'm hoping tomorrow maybe they'll surprise us. I don't think they will with planets, but they're probably going to go into some detail and talk about, well, one, how awesome it is that they're on their 2-year anniversary and they're coming out with more and more game mechanic related things. I mean, it's really impressive. Let's shut my doors up here. Doop, 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 doop. Close the doors, and we'll go ahead and save this and patch it up and jump into the new stuff. You might need a bigger airspeeder. Yeah, that could be a problem. I don't know. They said it would be easier to get out of a planet using the hydrogen thrusters, but will it be impossible? Will you not be able to use ion at all in the planets? I don't think so. I also want to know what's up with the spiders. All right, so we've saved. Let's go ahead and go into break mode on the stream. But I'll still be around, chat with you guys while we're in break mode and I update the game. Shaq, are you still playing Empyrean? I haven't played, and I noticed they had a patch not too long ago. I haven't had a chance to read what it was, though. Actually, I think it was during a stream that they popped up. I'm trying to keep an eye on it with everything else I'm juggling right now, because it's a cool game. I mean, it's the only other competitor to Space Engineers, really, that's at any kind of fun quality level, in my opinion. So, how cool would it be if they released spiders for Halloween week? You're in the middle of a class, and that's showing real dedication to the stream. Hey, man. That's it. Patch is... No, it's not done yet. Keep going. Get it done. Perfect time for you guys to grab your coffee. And let's get into the new hydrogen engines. Check out the new doors. I actually should pull up the patch notes so I can go through all the stuff. While we patch up the game. They always put a little extra in the patch notes, so I'm going to check those out while the game downloads its newest patch. Oh, hell yeah, we're updating Southern Bear right now. Coffee? Check. Stream about to come back up? Check. But not quite yet. Hey, Fractured Space got an update too. It's on my Steam list. All right, their forum must be getting blasted right now with people going on there and checking out the patch. So we'll have to wait. I can't read through that just yet. Launching Space Engineers, let's get back into it. This is not a Star Wars-based game. If you don't know what Space Engineers is, and I'm sure there's a few people that are showing up who don't know, Space Engineers is and we're going to be bringing it up as soon as the game launches. We're in break mode. But just a quick thing, Space Engineers is a creative building game in the vein of something like, say, Minecraft, but it actually has a physics engine that allows you to create cool things in space that actually do stuff. So, I'll just go ahead and kill the music on this until we're ready. And we're back. Bring the music back online and load up our design map for our planetary lander, aka the Acclamator assault ship. How do you get the game? You get it from Steam. Somebody asked that, or Joe G wants to know, how do you get it? They sell it on Steam. It goes on sale all the time, so I recommend keeping an eye on it if that's a worry for you. Shack, go on the workshop and then news. Oh, good point. I cannot go on their forum and still look at it. Probably not while we're in the middle of loading, though. It just froze up for me. We just had the patch come out if you're just joining us. And it did not release planets, but there are a lot of other cool things that they released. A lot of game-changing things, like jetpacks now require hydrogen fuel. Oh, by the way, hydrogen fuel is a thing. Hydrogen thrusters are a thing. Welcome back to space. Inside the Acclamator assault ship. Let's bounce out. Let's go on the outside. Part of the fleet. Part of the, I guess the Imperial fleet, since we have a Star Destroyer with us. Turn on my UI, and if you notice, my hydrogen level on the bottom left-hand corner is at 100%. I am in creative mode, so that shouldn't go down. But our jetpack now uses hydrogen. I'm surprised they didn't bother changing the color of it, since it still burns like the ion thrusters. Just saying, that's the thing. Whee! Welcome aboard the Acclamator assault ship. I'll zoom out. This is the ship that we've been working on. This was custom built last night between me and Morphologist. Let's see what the patch has to offer. So, the first thing that they showed in the video... Actually, let's pull up the patch notes. We'll go through the patch notes one by one. Patch notes. What would that be under? News, right? News. How's the audio, everybody? Sound pretty good? Here we go. Hydrogen thrusters. Multiplayer improvements. What is this, multiplayer improvements? We still have to go through the forum. Well, we'll just click it anyways and see if it goes. Their server seems to be having some issues getting there, but second anniversary, full list of features and the second anniversary Space Engineers release is upon us, so for this week we prepare a meaty update. It features new improvements, fixes, and requested features such as new sliding doors that allow players to walk and fly through at any angle. Thank God. Superconductor component, which, all right, that's cool, I guess. They're still working on the progression in survival mode, so that's probably part of that balancing, which they've been working on. And then the hydrogen system. Yeah, see how it's not loading the forum? Well, we can go ahead and pull up the door. Oh, look at those. That's the new artwork for the door. All right, let's turn off mirror mode. So the new door, boom. Let's go ahead and grab one and paint it red. Stick one next to it. You see the door open. What is making us lean sideways? Is it you? Get out of here. Wasn't you. Is it? It's you, isn't it? Imperial class Star Destroyer. All right, let's see the door work. Now, the whole point of the door, though, is that we can go through it at any angle. And with the door open, we totally can. It's the size of a whole block, which is fantastic. I mean, look how easy this is. And now, if I smack that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man. Weech. It just, like, folds into the sides. I hit this one. Closes up. And what if we do... Oh, wow, that's not what I meant to do. Let's not pull up that. What if we do this? Is this an airlock now? Is this like straight up? We got a little weird gravity going on up here, so I'm gonna be a little cockeyed, but we open up one door. We are inside the airlock. Close the door. Now we're inside the little airlocked room. Oh, this is cool. And then this one. And then out. Oh, man, that is so much better. That is straight up an airlock in 2 blocks. Oh. Compared to how we used to do it, where you'd have to have the 2 doors and then all the blocks around it. This is freaking cool. Look at this. Oh my God, airlocks. I have to go inside and redesign the whole door system now. Like, doop, doop, doop. Oh, let me close that. And we're out. Airlock complete. Well done, Keen. It's a simple addition, and you did it with style. I like it. So that's one complaint. Fixing problems that I actually half the time don't even realize that I have. Let's paint that both red. They're not gonna leave those there, mind you. Those are just for testing purposes. Let's look at the hydrogen system. Let's put the hydrogen system. This is gonna be all the new stuff. Hydrogen. We have small hydrogen thruster, large hydrogen thruster, hydrogen tank. Oh my God, the hydrogen tank for a large ship is massive. Let's make some space. Get out of here, doors. As cool as you are. Cool and new as you are. I want to see. What the fuck is that? In progress. Heavy drone raid has started. Oh God! Enemy drones are coming this way! Shit! Oh, I gotta get weapons. I don't have enough weapons on this thing. Arm all weapons and photon torpedoes. Now there are no modded weapons on this thing. Oh God, it's coming right for us. I haven't claimed the ship yet. Get aboard, get aboard. It's coming right for me. Oh! All hands to battle stations! All hands! I didn't shut the thing! Get to the bridge! What is it doing? Is it coming after me? I guess they patched the AI, because the pirates were just sitting out there out of range. And now, get in. What is it doing? Is it passing us? It's passing us. Or is it building drones and sending them at us? Let's go into spectator cam and see what this thing is doing. I can't even see what it is because of the names all covered up. Oh, it's the pirate ship. That gives no shits. Manufacturing drones is what it says. But it's leaving. Maybe it was like Star Destroyer, F that, I'm out. Why did I get into the Acclamator instead of the Star Destroyer? Yeah, everybody's like, use the ISD shack. I don't think we're gonna need to, or I don't think we'll even catch up to it in the ISD. I'm a little sad it didn't come back this way. Maybe he didn't notice us. He seemed like he was heading right for us, though. He's coming right for it. Now, if I claim this thing, it'll probably... Let's tear ass after it and kill it. Nah, we'll never catch it. It's already 4,000 out. I kind of want to try. Do we not have braking thrusters on this? Oh, we do. They just suck. I mean, we do have the rocket launchers in the front, but there's a private sail above us. Yeah, it's a new patch. God knows what they've added to it. Let's get out of range of everything with this thing. Nah, we'll stay where we're at. We're fine. We'll stay near the ISD, and if shit gets really real, I will claim it. Inertial dampeners are on, right? Why are we still flying forward? Did they make the thrusters super weak? They shouldn't be. Weird. Anywho, pirate's still moving away. Well, it's moved out to 5,000 and it stopped itself. The private sail is approaching. Anywho, I really want to see what this patch is added, so let's go back down. Test all the stuff. I want to see these thrusters. If you noticed when I was looking at the hydrogen thrusters, they work on small ships. So let's go grab our let's go grab our ship. Let's go grab our snowspeeder. What the juice? I'm aboard the wrong one? Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. I'm on the bottom floor. I'm in the landing gear floor, not the airlock floor. Right, this has had a complete redesign. So, oh, we can do this real quick. Let's do this real fast. Let's add in the new airlock system that they've added. So, our new doors, right? Door, and then we just run through. Oh God, this is so much better. And then brah, doom, and now we have an airlock. Wow, that was the wrong button. This one, right? There we go. An airlock. Look at that. Can't put lights in here, but woot and woot Ah, it's nice and smooth with the wall, too. I dig that. All right, so into the... Oh, noes. Oh, noes. You're not here anymore. Where did you go? Crap. Oh, it's down there. I didn't have it attached. I hope it didn't do too much damage to it. Let's try out the new hydrogen thrusters on a small ship. Too far. We've gone too far. Fighter ships are 5 times faster? No, crap. All right. I was going to upgrade this, but we're going to wait on messing with this just yet. Because if you're saying they're 5 times faster, I want to see Alliance. Where's my Alliance fighter? This is my favorite fighter that I've built so far, right? And they paste it in. This was in the RP series, by the way. Built this for the RP series. This is my Alliance heavy fighter, 2-seater. There we go. Alliance heavy fighter. Now she's not very fast though. That's why when I put her in a server with mods, I always use the mods that whoever the host is has. But if the hydrogen, this is supposed to be a turret back here. That's why I'm placing it. If the hydrogen engines are that much faster for acceleration, and yes, we can put them on small ships. Some people were saying we couldn't. Like, look at this. Oh crap, it's the size of the back end. Shit, these are actually bigger by 1 block. These are 3x3s now. Oh man, so if you're thinking about putting on these engines on your ship, yeah. So let's look at top speed and acceleration currently, and then let's slap some of these bad boys on here and see how she goes. And then maybe go kick the shit out of those pirates. All right, it's accelerating. 20 meters a second, 30 meters a second, 40 meters a second, 50 meters a second, 60 meters a second. So about 10 meters a second in acceleration. Not amazing. You know, not amazing at all. Now let's try it with our atmospheric thrusters now, our hydrogen thrusters. We are going to go, and we're gonna have to remove this. We're gonna have to do some updates. And let's add, you don't actually fit. Oh, that's so weird because you have to pipe them now. So this whole ship, if I wanted to really do this, is gonna have to be a complete redesign. She will not work with the new system. We're just gonna test acceleration, not piping. Because yeah, you have to feed them fuel. If you want the benefit, you have to feed them fuel and not just electricity. Notice how she didn't start up. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna need hydrogen even in creative mode. Because a hydrogen tank is, Jesus, that's a hydrogen tank, guys. On a small ship. Is there a small version of that? Voxel, small blocks, production blocks, power blocks. Is that power block? No. Large block, conveyor block? You don't have your own section yet. Why didn't they give you your own section? Damn. Dumb. Yeah, retrofit time for your entire fleets. Shaq, could you please make a Gladiator class assault carrier? I don't know what that one is off the top of my head. You gotta pump hydrogen to the new engines to get them to work. Indeed. And I'm in creative mode, so I thought I wouldn't have to, but obviously I was wrong. So yeah, complete retrofit time. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to get a hydrogen engine on this thing. Because look at this. How am I gonna fit this? I'm gonna have to remove the turret has to come out to add the tank on, which is this bulbous thing. Oh man, all right. Is there any other way? Can we just like pump the... Use an oxygen generator, okay. It'll work just as well. So it'll generate as I burn, you think? Oxygen tank will not work though. I don't believe. Let's just slap you here as a test and slap you directly. There we go. Okay, so oxygen generator hooked directly to the engine works. Well, an oxygen tank, though, I assume it won't, even though the oxygen tanks are huge. So how do you get a stockpile? And will you burn through your hydrogen supply super quick? This doesn't make much sense to me if you can just, like, direct attached. Oh, but look at that. That's not bad. That's not bad. I love the light, too. So, just that addition. And let's put the turret back on. That way we have the same amount of weight we had last time. All right, turret's back on. right above our hydrogen tank. That's lovely. Let's see. We had about 10 meters a second. Let's go. Go. 1, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, that sound effect. Oh my god, that sound effect is fantastic. It's not too obnoxious, so if I replaced all of my thrusters, though that might not be actually doable, unless I can pipe it. You can hear it though, you can hear that acceleration. Okay guys, I'm gonna turn up the volume on the game audio itself, and just so you can hear it, okay? So I apologize if this is really loud. It shouldn't be though. I'm gonna turn it up a bit, and you'll be able to hear the ship now. All right, so there's the new sound effect. Did you guys hear that? I hope so. You get that nice whoosh. Like, it sounds like you're burning fuel, which is cool. Something that I've missed. 1 and 1 and 3 by 3, and yeah, they're nice and even now. So, and that acceleration, man, bat out of hell. So there's a few things I think you could do with this when designing your ship. You could go for a full hydrogen, dogfighter, and burn fuel like a madman, right? You could do what I've got going on here, which is just one main engine to burn hydrogen. Or, and here's an idea for ships that aren't meant to be dogfighters, just that moment when you're like, oh crap, I need to accelerate and get the hell out of here fast. You could do afterburners. That's not gonna work. You could do afterburner, where the thrusters, you have normal thrusters everywhere, right? This is my idea. You have normal thrusters everywhere, but then you've got a couple of thrusters that are set to kick on when shit gets real. Somebody's gonna mod in a small one of these, because these tanks are too big. They really are. We need a small, like an emergency one, basically. But yeah, you could have like an afterburner that you kick on, or maybe this is the afterburner, right? Attached to a oxygen generator, and you're just like, oh shit, I gotta go, and you kick on that engine that you normally don't run and burn up your, all your hydrogen to get to max speed and burn out of there as fast as possible. That could be cool. Can they run without electricity? Well, no. Maybe. It depends on if I don't know, let's find out. Probably not, because I think the oxygen tank and, of course, the oxygen generator that I'm using to run this thing requires electricity, and without those, it won't run. But I think the tank also requires electricity. Could be wrong, though. A quick way to find out, let's just take off this bed, slap on this ginormous thing here, and slap that on. And now let's turn off the reactors. Nope. Shuts down. It shuts down without electricity, so. Interesting. I wonder in survival how much hydrogen it produces, your oxygen generator. Like how quickly. And the sound is great, though. I love the sound. All right, did we get the patch notes to open? We did get the patch notes to open. All right, let's see what we've got. In this week's update, we are introducing hydrogen, along with hydrogen thrusters, hydrogen tanks, hydrogen bottles, as another feature preparing the game world for the upcoming release of Planets. Please bear in mind that this is the first iteration. We decided to implement it early as a gift for the 2nd anniversary. We also implemented new improvements to multiplayer. I want to read about those, probably farther down. Like, how good is multiplayer now? Can I open the server and let some of you guys in? I'm curious. Preparing the game to roll out new features and updates to the multiplayer in the coming weeks. Oh man, I'm more excited about multiplayer than Planets right now. Like, if they're saying that's gonna be a thing, bring it on. Check the control panel for energy consumption. Oh, you wanna know if it uses any energy at all. All right, we can do that. I'll do that real quick, and then we'll go back to the patch notes in just a second. I am curious myself, so I'm just gonna slap that on there. And now let's see, thruster. Hydrogen thruster. You take... Really? 800 kilowatts. Why? I thought you'd be mostly mechanical, but no, it does take energy as well, so you may want to keep those off until you're using them. All right, back to the patch notes. We've also implemented new improvements to multiplayer, and if the new improvements are not your cup of tea, you can return to the previous versions of multiplayer without the new additions on the beta tab, the Space Engineers properties in the client. There might be some problems here or there, so please report them. Yeah, so they're basically saying you can roll back your game version if you really want to in Steam. I want to know about multiplayer. Inertial dampener changes. Yeah, let's read about these. Previous state of things would make flight in natural gravity leaving the atmosphere too easy. Inertial dampeners now have the same strength as player inputs, and ships will always have depending on their thrusters. So if you build only one small thruster facing forward, you'll be stopping the ship longer. What? Oh, I get you. Okay. Oh, that's good. This was what Sage was complaining and bitching about, rightfully so, in his video. He was talking about how what happens is, let me get in this. Inertial dampeners, right? When you turn them on before this patch, of course I've already installed the patch, but when you turn them on, they have like no forward thrust. You would just stop for like no reason. You turn inertial dampeners on and your ship would just completely stop, even though you had a limited amount of thrust. But now, it just came out of nowhere how much power you had going that direction. You shouldn't be able to stop going that way most of the time. But now it looks like they only put out as much thrust as your ship legitimately has. So, cool. Very cool. All right, we got hydrogen, we got the doors, multiplayer code. I guess the only way to figure out what's going on with multiplayer is to test it. This damn train thing. All right. So there's the patch, guys. And then they've got their live stream tomorrow. Where did I park? Where's the Acclamator? Oh, it's way up there. Let's go up to the Acclamator. Shack, open a server. Should we test a server? I wonder what kind of improvements they made. I think that's something I'm gonna have to test privately, because the way Space Engineers has worked in the past, and I bet they haven't changed this yet, is every time somebody tries to join a server, the server freezes. Now imagine doing that with 900 people trying to join the server. Because we've got 900 people watching this and 150 on Inbox, so that's gonna be a bit too much. I may have to do this a little bit smaller though. The new thrusters are OP. Are they OP though with the fuel requirements? You know, are they OP? Speaking of OP, speaking of thrusters, how do we want to do this? I have to put these thrusters. I've got to pipe them now. Oh man, why did I decide to build this last night? I should build it today. It would have been better. Oh god, they're round too. Oh, they don't center. They won't center. Oh, this is gonna have to be gutted. I mean, it'll look better because look, they're the right shape and everything. I mean, guess I could build the hydrogen system like into this back section. Indeed. Sorry, morphologist. You helped me build these engines and now they've got to go. Do I have mirror mode on? Of course I don't have mirror mode on. That would just make sense. Why does he have a control panel in this? Oh, that's terrible. In this section back here. Goodbye, engines. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. I am gutting you because we've got new engines. They work in atmosphere that will... That's a business shipment. Once I've had a chance to test the multiplayer out a bit, and we might, this is one of the reasons why you guys should check out Hitbox. When I get on there, I stream on there every once in a while, I will probably open up a server on there, because I won't announce it on the YouTube channel. And and I'll probably open up a server just to test it with multiple people, but not the entirety of the XP Gamers YouTube channel because it's just too much. Okay, so let's grab that out of there. And we still have our landing gear. That's looking good. Let's try our new thrusters. I actually want to just see these. Oh man, these are cool. We are gonna have to build it out a little bit more. So let's just, here's a mount point. Before we go mounting things, let's check our, oh, there is a point we can, oh yeah, now we're talking. Look here, so we've got our thruster connectors on all sides. Looks like it has to be a large connector. And we have one in the center of the actual engine. So instead of having a mount point like I was planning, like I do with normal engines, we'll remove that. We'll dig into this and we'll put a connector. Where the hell happened to my connector? Oh, where is everything? It's all wrong. Not a connector, a conveyor. Conveyor. The full-sized conveyor right here. That way we can convey, and let's get some tubing. Tubes. Our fuel. We have to pump fuel into our engines now because that's legit. That's how you have to design a ship. Boom. Wow, the engine lit up for just 2 seconds. Where did that hydrogen come from? Shit. I didn't delete this because it wasn't mirror mode originally. Let's delete this. Get out of my face. I'm trying to make this atmospheric worthy. Also fairly maneuverable. So, oh man, I'm gonna frame it too to make it look good, but look at how good that looks. Oh, it's so freaking awesome. Particularly for this build, because they're supposed to be big round engines. Oh God. Now people are quoting me. Stop misquoting me, or actually quoting me. It's terrible. So before we actually frame this and we make it look pretty, let's go ahead. That should be enough forward thrust, right? You think, to get us out of the atmosphere of a planet? We're gonna need some downward hydrogen engines as well, but I'm thinking that to take off should be enough forward thrust, I hope. Or we'll land on a planet and never take off again and have to do some serious revisions. I mean, this might be my starter ship. If when planets come out, I may actually use this as my starter ship. To make it to a planet, like low on fuel, make an emergency landing somewhere, and then we just have to figure out how to survive. Yeah, I still need tanks. I still need to pump this stuff through the ship. Speaking of pumping this through the ship, this is a 1 block? It is a 1 block. So I can mix these in to the already established maneuvering thrusters, the ion thrusters. We're gonna have a mix. I wonder how legitimate it's going to be to have a nothing but hydrogen-based ship. You know, with maybe like 1 or 2 small reactors just to power all the other necessities. But to have just like full-on hydrogen fuel, like no shit's given. All powered engines. We're gonna have to do some moving around because we still need hydrogen tanks, and the hydrogen tanks are monstrously large. Anybody got an idea on that one? Like, where the hell are we gonna put hydrogen tanks on this beast? Here's a hydrogen tank. It's like, where is that gonna go? I gotta put it on the inside somewhere, I guess. I could stick it like as part of the flooring, maybe? No, I can't. Not if I want to have any type of cargo in the landing ship. That isn't gonna work. And if I come up here, let's go upstairs. I only need 1 of these tanks. Tryon! Thank you so much for tipping $50 and supporting the XP Gamers, and thank you, Hitbox, for being awesome and letting me know that there was a $50 tip. Tryon has been a long-time viewer over on the live stream. Can't talk today. Need more coffee. So I do appreciate that. Thanks so much, sir. I'm going to set up that system that lets me know an audio cue when I get a tip, so I can check it out. Okay. There's also needs more lights in here, but we'll worry about lights later. We don't need 2 doors to go into this room, right? We really don't. So here's what I'm thinking. We cut off one section. We get rid of these old inferior doors. Patch Days and Space Engineers are so much fun. And let's go ahead and get rid of, can I get rid of this, like extra wall bits? Who needs extra armor plating? We don't. Around our hydrogen tanks. That's extra parts, right? And Morph's random chair that he put here for no reason whatsoever. All right, looking good. Get out of here. Ladders, we don't need ladders. How big is this thing again? Freaking hunormous. Hunormous. You're right, that's right. I'm making up words now. Let's remove some more blocks. That only removed 3. You're supposed to remove at least 6. What's down here? Reactors. Reactors next to our hydrogen tank? Yeah, that sounds like a genius plan. Let's do this. Once again, I've lost it. Okay, there we go. And, oh look, it's got little lights to tell you when it's full of hydrogen-y goodness. Boom! We've got a hydrogen tank on our starboard side. Shit! This was mirrored. And the one time I didn't want it to be mirrored. Turn off mirror mode this time. Fix the floor. And let's replace those fancy doors. I really do dig these doors though. Like, this is the best thing ever. This right here. Watch this. Boom. Oh crap, I think I put it too far in. Oh, actually that looks good. And then rotate it. Boom. Airlock. Right there. 2-block airlock. I did put it too far back in here. Doop. Doop. New fancy doors. You shall go. For our Acclamator assault ship, you shall go. Where's our doors? Doors 7. Make sure they're right. Door in here. And then a door, rotate it. There. Fancy airlock, engage. Shutting doors. Door behind me. Door in front. I'm gonna put some lights over here. We'll do that after we get the bare necessities down. Door there, cool. Open the door. That's the wrong door. Probably should pay attention. So there's one button for one side, one button for the other side. And they're closer to the door that they operate off of, so it's an easy way to remember it. Then I can put like a warning sign up here. Airlock depressurized. Indeed. Shack, can you see if the doors work on small ships? I highly doubt it. Actually, I can tell you right now. Why say that when I can look? Door. I don't know why it's not coming up. Door. No, it's only large ships, sadly. But you know the small ship mega mod pack will add it quickly. They're really good about it. Oh, people are quoting me out of context. It's pretty hilarious, actually. Let's stick that right there. So look, when we inevitably screw up the airlocks, the med bay's right here. Fantastic. We put some lights above it. Now the real trick is going to be, how do we get fuel piped over there? And I think I have a way. So we're gonna have to get rid of my tow ship, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna have to move my tow ship. If you guys don't know what the tow ship is, I'll show you. This little guy right here, he's the tugboat. I've had him since the earliest days of Space Engineers. We're gonna take him outside and leave him outside. He's basically, when you've got that item or that thing that you messed up and it's floating away and you really need to go grab it, well, this is how you can grab it. This is the tugboat. He's actually got lots of thrust for such a little guy. Anywho, let's leave him out here for now. Oh man, I really love these thrusters. Like, this makes me happy. You guys don't even know. Pretty legit. So we gotta get hydrogen fuel hooked up to these, well, basically these refineries, I think. No, these conveyors down here. Ah, that's gonna be really awkward. It's gonna be really odd. It's doable, but it's gonna be really weird because of the way I've set this up already. And it's such a small ship because I tried to go small. Oh, no. We need mirror mode. Let's go up. Oh crap. Let's go up. And we should probably go up and then over. We're gonna move all of our bits. Up. And over here.
You know what's going on?
To our
Maybe it's another
conveyor. So it's out of the way. Give me the bendy straw. More bendy straws required. We have bendy straw technology. Don't doubt us. And I don't think we can go up in here. We can. Oh god, too much mirroring. Can't say what's going on. Here. See guys, I got a plan. Conveyor. We're hooking up the fuel system. Why can't I build something here? What is this? Can I delete it? Nothing happened? Did anything explode? I don't think anything exploded. I didn't build this ramp, so I'm a little worried that I just detached this. No, I didn't. It looks solid. Okay. Right then. New tip? Oh, Omega, Shack. I got promoted today. Now I'm a first lieutenant. Oh man, congratulations. Won't be long before you'll have 2 captains in the stream. Have some coffee on me, Lieutenant Omega. Omega, man, thank you. $8.30. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get some delicious coffee. Probably gonna be vanilla coffee. I've been on a vanilla coffee kick for the last week. It's really good. Between morning blend and vanilla coffee. Anywho, sorry, distracted. Talk to me about coffee. I appreciate the tip though. Helping me keep the stream and the channel alive and well. All right, our fuel is now pumped to here. Now we've got to get this pumped to this, and that's gonna actually be harder than it looks. I'm thinking through the floor, actually. Oddly enough, I'm thinking through the floor, and then plate over it. So like we do that, and we do that, and that, and that, and that. And then straight, oh, it fell through the hole. And then straight up, but, wait. I can't do the, oh, just get rid of the glass then. We'll put the glass on the other side. Break on through to the other side. And then we could do another conveyor right here. I mean, that actually might be the best for the lower thrusters. So let's do a conveyor here. See, you know this is an old Acclamator from the Clone Wars. Why? Because she's been retrofitted so many damn times. Cannon. When the Imperial fleet decided to switch over to hydrogen, most of the Acclamator fleet was demolished and removed. But not this one. This one was actually converted as a troop transport. The ability to set up small bases and outposts on planets that have never been explored before. I'm making this up as I go. That's not gonna be sealed. I don't think that's gonna... That may require some revisiting. Now, what do we think? We want glass or metal? I like glass because you can see down. Notice that there's actually piping there. That's there for a purpose. Let's rotate you. 5. Bloop. Bloop. Do the dark side. Might have to remove that. I don't know if I can though. What is that locked onto? There's nothing holding that on but this bottom piece, isn't there? Oh, you would. There's a real quick way to fix that. Just put a connector there. Conveyor. Remove you. Because I'm probably gonna want to divide stuff up. 6. Boom. 8. Boom. Hey! Oh my god. Yeah, the hydrogen tank, right, Mike? Mike says, oh my god, the hydrogen tank, the H2 tank, is ginormous for stations and large ships. It is huge. For my ship. There are... A lot of people like to build big, though. So I guess it's not really thinking about us with this one. Like, I'd like a small capacity tank. Really. I really would. There we go. Now we're connected. We've got hydrogen. Well, we've got the hydrogen tank. What we don't have is the hydrogen, an oxygen generator hooked up yet, which I think I'm gonna go below, down into the bows of the ship. Johnny Cash and hiring. No, they should not. I would be terrible. I would ruin their channel because they would be like, why are you just making stuff up? All right, we're hooked up there, and this is the landing gear bay. I don't want to block the landing gear bay off, but at the same time, we got to find a place to stick our O2 generator. How big was the O2 generator? It's been a while. Oxygen generator, which also makes hydrogen, so it's an oxygen hydrogen generator. Where are we gonna put you? We could actually slip you. Nobody would notice if we just slapped you right here, would they? That totally works. We now have a hydrogen generator, and we could do dual hydrogen generators, one on that side too if we really wanted to. Let's go see if the engine turned on. Doopy 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 doo. Oh, look at them! Look at them glow! I wonder if they kill you if you go in front of them. I bet they do. Let's take a moment and step back and look at this thing. Those engines, right? We put a nice frame around them. That thrust. Or we can get rid of that turret when I freaked out and saw a pirate was on its way over. Get out of here, turret. When I had a minor heart attack and I thought a pirate was gonna come and wreck us. Okay, what do we need? We still need thrusters on the bottom for hydrogen. We have a tank. We've got a generator. Needs more engines. I agree. It does need more engines. Only 2 hydrogen on the back. We'll have 2 ions. I think that's a good mix. I have no idea if it's enough thrust, though. That will be really fun to test if we have enough thrust. We need a couple of hydrogen thrusters on the bottom, actually. Really, all we need, I believe, is a hydrogen thruster on the bottom, a few of them, and 2 on the back. And I think that might be enough to get us off the ground, or a bunch of hydrogen thrusters on the bottom, actually. Like a bunch of small thrusters. The next question is, how are we gonna pipe it, though? So if we do like 4, let's go back to mirror mode. We do 4 on each side. What is this? What's up here? Oh, I already see a place we can hook up. Look at that. We got piping right there. Oh, we got that middle connector because I was thinking ahead. Look at me go. Totally did not plan that, but hey, oh, not enough hydrogen. Indeed, not enough hydrogen. That's okay. We can fix it. We can fix this. The idea is we won't be using these engines unless we're taking off, and it's only enough to get us into space. Wait, what is that? Wait, Shack, why not just put the H2 tank right behind the thruster? In the back. Torch. Why didn't you mention that like 5 minutes ago? I wonder how many other people mentioned that and I just didn't see it. Tank behind the engines. Would have been super simple and easy to do, and I didn't even think about it. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, let me switch to the spectator camera, and I will show you. Yeah, I love the spectator camera. Flip over here to our ship. Wrong ship. That's an old version. There's the new version. Oh, look at those engines. Look at the render distance on the engine lights compared to the ions. Okay. That's... yeah, those aren't the ion engines, by the way. Those are actual lights we put in there. Let's get closer. What he's saying is, why don't you just, instead of having these tubes here, why don't you stop being a numbskull and stick 2 fuel tanks right back here? About a dozen people said it. About a dozen people, yeah. About 100 people probably said it on YouTube. I didn't see it. All right, well, we have an extra fuel tank on the inside now, hooked up in the armor, right? You want it inside, because what happens if a hydrogen tank explodes? Probably doesn't kill everybody, but shit, that would have worked out really well, actually. All right, well, let's get these piped first. Let's get these piped. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an oxygen generator down here, maybe? Because I feel like we're gonna need a lot of oxygen generators to make this work. Can we do this? Okay, turn off mirror mode. Flip you over. And still connect you. So you should be connected now. And then We're gonna do my favorite. Oh, this will block it, won't it? Yes, it will block it. If I do it the other way. All right, we won't put the oxygen generator there. That will break my plan. What we will do is a connector, and then mirror mode connectors. Just do a line of connectors, just so it's airtight. We're gonna have to redesign this downstairs section, I think. Move this door out some and get rid of this weird platform thing he's got here. So, bit more placed there, and then let's throw that on there so we've got a little bit more walkway. All right, we're hooked up now. We still need an oxygen tank too. Let's actually go out here and see how well a tank would fit. Such a good idea, and I didn't even think about it. Because look, it's got the points on both sides. Oh, and it fits. It fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. I think. If we just remove mirror mode on, yeah, mirror mode's on. Remove that. Oh, don't I feel silly now? This is why it's funner to build stuff on stream, though, because you guys are like, oh, well, why don't you just, do the simple solution, Shack, and not run piping through your entire ship. It's good that I did, though, because it's all hooked up now to one system. And we have a backup fuel tank on the inside, I guess, which is cool. So, okay, here's an idea. If, let's say, planets become the must-have place to go to get a lot of hydrogen, right? We don't have to mine a bunch of ice. Maybe we're able to collect it right out of the atmosphere or something on a planet. We'll have 3 giant hydrogen fuel tanks. So we'll be able to land, reload all our hydrogen, and take off. Just an idea. I don't know if it'll work, but it's totally possible. Now, let's grab ourselves some thrusters. And watch the fact that we don't have enough hydrogen to actually power said thrusters. Not something we can easily fix, though. We just need more oxygen generators. How much do you take? Must be a metric ton. Yeah, they're all shut down. Well, we have one more spot for another oxygen generator over here. Atmosphere scoops and gas giants. Yes, please. I think gas giants would be a, compared to the stuff they're already working on, something that would be fairly easy for them to do. Compared to, like, making a planet, oxygen would just make it, I don't know, riskier the deeper you go because of the gravity. Let's see, is that enough hydrogen to turn this back on? No, it's not. Those are like the main engines. I guess I would keep those off and let the thing just generate hydrogen. What do you guys think? He broke it. How did I break it? You think it's just too much pull on the hydrogen tanks? Well, why don't we try this? Why don't we turn off all the thrusters? Right, like I'll go up into the, I'll go up into command right now. Doop, 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 doop. I'll go up into command and we'll turn off all hydrogen thrusters. Actually, I don't even have to do that. We can do it from here. I just need a control panel. Can I access everything from here? Yes, I can. Hydrogen thrusters. Hydrogen tank. 100% filled. 58% filled. 40% filled. This only gives me power requirements. It doesn't give me thrust burning ratios. Oh, what? Oh, max power. Okay, so no. These are filling up, though. But I still don't have enough to run the thrusters. You need ice. Well, here's the thing, guys. Look at them. Look at the tanks. The tanks are filling up. 100% filled. 100% filled. And I didn't need ice earlier. I'm in creative mode, so we're just kind of testing systems. It was running just fine on one oxygen generator without any ice in the system. And then all of a sudden, when I added those extra thrusters, it was like, nah, I don't think so. Even the tanks are reporting is full. Maybe it's not enough power, but the ion thrusters are online. Add more O2 generators. Ion for main engines and hydrogen for smaller. Yep. But we've almost got full 3 tanks of hydrogen. I figured it would just burn fuel until we ran out. So in creative, I thought it would just work, but apparently not. Yeah, let's add more generators. See what happens. When in doubt, slap more things on it and see what happens. Oxygen generator. You've got a port on your back, right? Yep. And mirror mode. Boom. We've just doubled our hydrogen output. And those should be operating as if they had ice inside them. And it is not enough, my friends. Pipe between the tank and the thruster? Shouldn't have to. Like, check it out. Let me grab the... Because they have... Remove this. There's a pipe connection, right? Pipe connection. These two are hooked up. Oh, there they go. Oh, nope, and they're off. You need pipes. Are the high oxygen connectors, do they get disconnected or something? This conveyor right here hooks directly into the tank, which hooks directly into the thruster. Check power usage in the cockpit. Good point, good point. Let's just go ahead and throw a cockpit down for testing purposes so we don't have to go all the way up to the bridge every time. We have no gyroscopes. We have power usage is at 0.43%. Engines are good for ion generation. They do work. Neutral dampeners online. Oh my god, it's going to take so long to stop these because we've only got 3 braking thrusters. They need 1.7 megawatts per thruster. We don't have enough power. That's why the power usage is so low, because they're just off. Yep. No, you're right. You're totally right. We don't have the power now to run the hydrogen thrusters because they take power and fuel, which is really strange to me. But we need to get more power. So what used to be our hydrogen tank room will now probably end up being our large reactor room. This isn't a terrible idea. Once I start using mods, this reactor room, let's go ahead and take you out, will be the reactor that maybe powers the shield generator if I put the shield mod in. Let's try it. Large reactor room. Oh, it fits perfectly. It's the exact same size as a fuel tank. Well, ain't that Mr. Fancy Pants? Let's go find out. Do we have... God, we're gonna need 1.21 gigawatts. So this thing can read 88 miles per hour. Maybe still not enough power. You know what? We're gonna find out if this is a power situation or not right now. These suckers. Something tells me it's not a power situation. Give me more power. Bloop. Interesting. Let's see if we're having any other issues. So we've got... Reactor stack. I'm open to suggestions, guys. I'm reading the chat now to get suggestions from you guys. What would cause the fuel to not light up? Have you seen the official video? I have. Try using them now? Okay. So we've got a large reactor on board and like 8 smalls. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna try to turn them on. What Tryon said? Try toggling it on and off. When in doubt, shut it off and shut it back on. I love your plan. The hell? It's my camera. Whoa, my camera got real weird. Whoa, what the f is going on here? That's so weird. Okay. Firing thrusters. Negative. I don't have any gyroscopes. I wonder if for whatever weird reason they might be attached to the gyroscopes. 2 gyroscopes online, so now I can actually turn it. Shut it off, shut it on. Fire thrusters, reverse thrusters. Nope. Let's do oxygen generators. Maybe it's just a bug with creative mode, and I'll have to go into survival or throw some ice in it. Maybe. Oxygen generator is online. Hydrogen. Hydrogen tank online. Online, 100% full. 100% full. Auto refill. Auto refill. Turn it on. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. Thrusters. Hydrogen thrusters. Let's turn off all the smalls. Let's turn on the larges. Off, on. Thruster override. Disabled. Check it. I've turned off all the smalls. Fuel tanks are reporting full fuel. Let's go back to the pipes. We had it working when we had a pipe there. Let's put a pipe in between our fuel tank and our thruster, just as a test of our emergency broadcasting system. Here's our pipe. Pipe deployed. And then here is our thruster. Deployed. Didn't even light up that time. Reporting good connection. Maybe that connector is bugged out? When in doubt, add more pipes. Oh, it's definitely hooked up to the full fuel tank right now. Large thruster, need a pipe between tank and thruster. Okay, we have pipes going in 2 different directions. We have plenty of pipes. We've had them directly connected. We have had, for people who are saying it's power issue, I have literally dropped on this entire system. Where is our large? Shit, it's too much crap on my, too many radios online. We've actually done this to test out electricity. If I can just find the spot. There we go, sweet spot. There you go, 5 reactors. And there's 1 on the inside. These are large reactors. No power. No thrust. No pew-pew. May just want to restart it. Reload the game. All right, let's reload the game. We're gonna save. Exit to main menu, and yes. Load world. Oxygen not piped up. Well, they're directly hooked to the whole system. Kegger. Yeah, try them on a different ship, because we had them working before. It's a fuel problem. What kind of fuel problem is it, White Wolf? Or it's a game needs to reload problem. Engines are online. Oh, man. Let's check it real quick. Let's check it. Are we burning fuel faster than we're making it? Probably. Production. Hydrogen tanks are both online, even though we're not actually firing them yet. They're still online. There it goes. Yar! LOL, hotfix. So it does work. Let's try removing our reactor combo line here. There we go. And then the ones on the bottom shouldn't work right now because I have them turned off. So let's turn them on and see how it goes. And I think this is enough thrust to allow us to land on a planet. I hope. I hope. Just needs to land flat once we pick a landing zone. And then it needs to be able to pick itself off the ground and nail the big thrusters, shooting itself up into orbit and getting into space. That way we can shut down the yellow ones and activate the ion thrusters to get us around. This is our base landing ship, the small Acclamator assault ship. Omega, Shack, you see what happens when you turn it off and turn it back on again? This is how you fix most of life's problems. I agree. This is actually how you fix stuff. Test it on, so let's get the small ones online and see if it'll break it. Small hydrogen thrusters online. Here they are. All right, now let's burn them. Let's actually fire them and see what happens. Ready? All right, wait. Is the ship locked in? The truck is locked in. Let's close hangar doors. Closing hangar doors. Prepare to fire thrusters. Thrusters. Let's turn this on. Engaged. Holy shit. Oh, I have like What the hell's wrong with my camera? What the hell? It's in spectator mode, but it shouldn't be. Oh, that's weird. That's a new bug. All right, we're burning. We're burning. We're almost at max speed. Look at the flames coming off these things. Zoom. Oh, that's cool. A little weird that we're in spectator mode right now, though, because we shouldn't be. Because it's in third person, not spectator. All right, let's see if I can turn it. Now, I got rid of most of my gyroscopes. I'm super slow. Inertial dampener is back online. Let's use the rear thrusters to brake, because good God, they've got a lot of thrust. And let's check our... Okay, it's not burning any power right now, or any hydrogen, which is fine, because we're in creative mode, and it's not supposed to, so. You gotta be real careful with these. You gotta really tap them. Just give them a little love tap. These are powerful. I mean, honestly, this ship only needs one in space. It doesn't need, it may need two to break out Atmo, so. Oh, that's so cool. So cool. Actually, let's... Inertial dampeners are on. It's gonna take us a while to stop. You can see those forward ion thrusters are just giving it all she's got, Captain. And we are slowing down. It's gonna take a little while. Let's switch to spectator cam and watch her come back into the base. Where the hell are you, ship? Spectator cam. How hard is it to see an acclamator flying through space? You'd think it'd be really easy to spot. It's big. There she is. Look at that. That looks great. From a distance, you know exactly what it is. You gotta build the frame for it, and you can get rid of those extra pipes. Dun, dun, dun. And they changed how inertial dampeners work now, so it actually is a bit, you know, a little harder to stop a ship like this. It doesn't have a lot of braking power. Inertial dampeners aren't the magic answer to everything anymore. Pretty cool. See if I can take control real quick and fire thrusters. There she is, guys. My planetary lander. Tomorrow, I guess there's a Space Engineers live stream going on from the devs. So hopefully maybe we'll get some news about like a release date for planets. Would be really cool. Other than when it's ready, which I totally get, but I'd like to see some more. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Expect probably another Space Engineers stream sometime this week on the channel and over on Hitbox. And if you're interested in checking that out, we're probably gonna finish this ship up, and then I might go with some other type of landing craft, or maybe start coming up with ideas for what kind of base we want to build once we get there. Of course, if we see a snow planet, I'm gonna make something out of like the Hoth base or something cool like that. But yeah, I think that might be cool for another stream. I also got to finish the frames on this, and there's some more piping that needs to be done. But it's all really boring work that I will be doing later. So if you enjoyed this stream, please make sure you do me a big favor and hit that thumbs up button. That's how my video gets basically rated on YouTube and gets higher up in the search results, allowing more people to come to my channel and check it out. I will see you guys in the next stream or the next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Later, guys. That's when I'm gonna drift away slowly in my epic ship. There we go.